Привет, and welcome to lesson 12 of my Russian language course. I'm your host, Dmitry Slomov. Today we shall talk a little bit about planning our time. Each day some of us have to go to work, and others have other affairs. But most of us have also some spare time, when we are not busy, and when we may meet our friends and have fun together. Beth and Chris have arrived to Russia. Now they and their Russian friend Koля want to go to a theater together. So now they are discussing when they could go. Chris wants to ask Koля, "Are you free tonight?" Or in Russian way, "Today in the evening, are you free?" Today in Russian, сегодня. Сегодня. Maybe somewhat similar like today the horses say what neigh. Say what neigh. Сегодня. In the evening, вечером. Вечером. Like in the evening, a veterinarian takes a chair and has some rum. Vet, chair, rum. Вечером. Today in the evening, or tonight, сегодня вечером. Free, when we are talking about a male person, the masculine free sounds свободен. Свободен. Свободи. Свободен. So, are you free tonight? Сегодня вечером. Ты свободен? Сегодня вечером. Ты свободен? Or ты свободен сегодня вечером? Ты свободен сегодня вечером? Great. And Koля replies, "Yes, I'm free today in the evening." Yes in Russian, да. Да. So Koля says, "Да, я свободен сегодня вечером." Да, я свободен сегодня вечером. And he wants to continue. And what about Beth? Is Beth free tonight? The word free, when talking about a lady, the feminine free should end with a. And it becomes свободна. Свободна. Коля says, "А Бет? Бет свободна сегодня вечером?" Бет свободна сегодня вечером? But unfortunately, Beth has some things to do tonight. So she wants to say, "No, tonight I'm busy." No in Russian, нет. Нет. Feminine for busy sounds занята. Занята. Beth says, "Нет, сегодня вечером я занята." Нет, сегодня вечером я занята. And if it were Chris who were busy, he would say, "Нет, сегодня вечером я занят." See, the feminine for busy goes with a at the end. Занята. And masculine goes without a. Занят. Chris занят. Beth занята. Or if they're free, Chris свободен. Beth свободна. Very good. So Koля wants to propose to go tomorrow in the evening. Tomorrow, завтра. Завтра. He asks Beth, "Are you free tomorrow in the evening?" Ты свободна завтра вечером? And Beth replies, "Yes, tomorrow in the evening I'm free." Да, завтра вечером я свободна. Да, завтра вечером я свободна. Chris says, "Tomorrow in the evening I'm free too." Завтра вечером я тоже свободен. Завтра вечером я тоже свободен. But let's say Chris does not want to wait until tomorrow evening. He is free tomorrow the whole day long, so he would want to go out even in the morning. He wants to ask his friends if they are free tomorrow in the morning. In the morning, утром. Утром. So Chris asks Коля, "Коля, ты свободен завтра утром?" Коля, ты свободен завтра утром? Let's say Коля is a student. He attends an institute. In Russia, this is a common higher education institution. It is similar to a university, but it teaches only one closely related group of disciplines. For example, it may be a technological institute, and it will teach only technical disciplines. Or it may be a medical institute for preparing doctors, or a teaching institute, and so on. So, Коля is busy tomorrow in the morning. And he says, no, tomorrow in the morning I'm busy. Нет, завтра утром я занят. Tomorrow in the morning I'm in the institute. In, like inside something, в. В. This is the same word в that we use to say that one goes to some place. Like I go to a store. Я иду в магазин. But the endings of the words will be different. In an institute, the word institute here is used to show the place where something happens. So when a word shows a place where something is or where something happens, the word gets the ending «е». So, an institute – институт. In an institute – в институте. В институте. Other words change in a similar way when they show where someone is or where something happens. Theater – театр. In a theater – в театре. В театре. Restaurant – ресторан. In a restaurant – в ресторане. A shop or a store – магазин. In a store – в магазине. A small restaurant or a coffee shop – кафе. It does not change. In a coffee shop – в кафе. One more exception is the word for cinema – кино. This word does not change. To a cinema or in a cinema – в кино. So let's summarize. Tomorrow in the morning I am in a theater. I shall be there. Завтра утром я в театре. Tomorrow in the morning I go to a theater. Завтра утром я иду в театр. Or with a restaurant. I am in a restaurant. Я в ресторане. I am going or I go to a restaurant. Я иду в ресторан. Or with a shop. Я в магазине. Я иду в магазин. So Коля says, завтра утром я в институте. Or he could also say, I go to the institute tomorrow in the morning. Я иду в институт завтра утром. And Chris asks Beth, Beth, and what about you? Are you free tomorrow in the morning? Beth, а ты? Ты свободна завтра утром? Beth is busy too. She is at work, and she says, No, I'm also busy. Нет, я тоже занята. Beth has arrived to Russia for business, and she will go to her Russian office tomorrow in the morning. So she wants to add, I am at my workplace. Work, actually a work or a workplace, in Russian, работа. Работа. The word robot originated from the word работа. When we want to say that we are at work, at, in this case, sounds на. На. Now, the word работа is used to point at a place of work, a place where something happens. So, its ending changes to «е». So, at work, на работе. На работе. Beth says, я на работе. Завтра утром я на работе. Завтра утром я на работе. Or Beth could say, tomorrow in the morning I go to work. Or in Russian way, I go at work. Until now we discussed the words like институт, театр, магазин. These words end with a consonant and they do not change if one goes to them. But the word работа ends with a, and when someone goes to it, or at it in Russian, its a changes to u, like if someone wanted it. So it becomes я иду на работу. Я иду на работу. Once again, I am at work. Я на работе. I go to work. Я иду на работу. So Chris agrees for tomorrow evening, and he says, fine, let's go to the theater tomorrow in the evening. Let's go, or we shall go, пойдем. Пойдем. So Chris says, хорошо, пойдем в театр завтра вечером. Хорошо, пойдем в театр завтра вечером. And they all say, хорошо. Great. Let's now hear the whole dialogue. Коля, сегодня вечером ты свободен? Да, я свободен сегодня вечером. А Бет? Бет свободна сегодня вечером? Нет, сегодня вечером я занята. Ты свободна завтра вечером? Да, завтра вечером я свободна. Завтра вечером я тоже свободен. Коля, ты свободен завтра утром? Нет, завтра утром я занят. Завтра утром я в институте. Я иду в институт завтра утром. Бет, а ты? Ты свободна завтра утром? Нет, я тоже занята. Завтра утром я иду на работу. Я на работе завтра утром. Хорошо. Пойдем в театр завтра вечером. Хорошо. Great. Very good. So that's enough for this time. And see you in the next lesson. Пока.